thank you for joining me tonight. It's our forgiveness healing in the sanctuary tonight. I picked forgiveness because during the holidays, I thought that would be a really good vibration to work because generally people are seeing family and it can stimulate a lot of karma. And so I thought forgiveness would be a good healing for the holiday season. So how I'm going to work this healing tonight is first I'm going to clean out your vibration of forgiveness. And then we're going to clean out a couple of spaces with the cleaned out forgiveness vibration. And what we're going to work on tonight, since I only have a half an hour for the healing, is we're going to run forgiveness through your communication space with your father and then with your mom. And for those of you whose parents have passed, it doesn't matter because this will be a really great clean out for you, even though your parent has passed. So, and then the last part is we're going to run the forgiveness in your own crown so that you get a healing on forgiving yourself. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and set the energy. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, I'm going to be doing the healing off of a composite of you and your matching pictures with everyone else in the sanctuary. And I'm getting started right now. The first energy I'm seeing in your forgiveness vibration is the energy of I don't want to look at it. Like I don't want to look at what I'm supposed to be forgiving. So a lot of don't look energy. And it's kind of like gray and white, and it looks like it has holes in it. It's kind of mottled. And that's a really heavy, thick molasses type of energy that's really slowly coming out. And the reason it's slow is because there, this is kind of funny. It's where you somewhere recognize that part of what you need to forgive for, you're accountable for. I'm not sure if I said that right, but it's a part of where you kind of don't want to take accountability for forgiveness. So, and that's that energy, that thick energy that I said was coming out. There are a lot of relatives coming out of this vibration. So I'll just describe to you so that you kind of get an idea or a vision of what I'm seeing. I'm looking at this in a symbol, and as I work on it, all of the, hang on a second, sorry. Okay, as I'm working on it, it sort of looks like, let's just say a bubble as the symbol, and beings are flying out of it. Okay, I just want you to get that vision. So there's a lot of entities and relatives in this vibration, which to me makes that space rather full and probably a little difficult to go in and look at your forgiveness vibration and have a lot of fluidity in it because there's so many other people in it. So that's where I'm working right now, is cleaning out the beings and people. There's the energy of a game coming out, and this game has to do with like saying you're sorry all the time. I see it a lot with healers, and it has to do with it's sort of like an attempt to ask for forgiveness. When you're always apologizing or saying you're sorry for something, but it's a game, it's a control game. And I see the energy of that control game in your forgiveness vibration. I'm going to see if we can't break that game up. I'm going to tell a story about this because it fits. I used to work in Northern California when I lived there in Oakland, and that's where my business was. And every day I would go downstairs. There was a gal there at the bottom of the staircase who was sitting there. The staircase led to the street level. And every single time I would go down the staircase and have to pass her, she would apologize and say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And it happened that even when I wasn't close to her or she wasn't in my way, she was apologizing to me. And what I got to see was that this particular gal was trying to apologize for her existence because her mother did not forgive her. So that's the game of saying you're sorry, you're sorry, you're sorry. In this particular case, that gal that I would pass every day unconsciously was trying to apologize to her mom because her mom was in so much judgment of her. And so this is a game that I see a lot of healers caught up in, is apologizing for themselves. Okay, I'm still working on this. There's so much darkness coming out as I say hello to this game and light up the energy to move it out. It's very brown. There's absolutely no havingness in this game. That's nice. That energy's clearing. That's good. I'm starting to see some gold come into your vibration of forgiveness. So that's good. We're getting the energy raised in that. Then the next thing that's coming out is siblings, the energy of siblings out of your forgiveness space. You know what I just saw? I just saw that some of you have siblings this lifetime because you still haven't apologized to them. Like there's still a level of forgiveness that has to happen. And what I see about those relationships is they're very difficult ones. So you might look at your relationship with your siblings if you have a really difficult relationship with a sibling and ask yourself if there's a level of forgiveness that needs to happen. Now that will be called taking the higher road. For some of you, that may be really tough, but that's what I see is that, I mean, that's coming out, is that some of you didn't forgive in the last lifetime, and you're back with the same people this lifetime for that step of forgiveness. When you run forgiveness energy, it's a real healing to your heart chakra, is what I'm seeing. It's getting a really nice healing. Okay. This vibration is gold now, and I'm going to take this gold and I'm going to run it through your relationship space. We'll start with fathers. So your relationship space and communication space with your father, and I'm just going to run that vibration through it, and we'll see what comes out. Well, there's some loneliness coming out. There's the energy of fathers that don't speak much, or where you don't get very much communication from your father. That's coming out. And also like some hurt feelings about not getting the amount or kind of communication that you would have liked to have from your father, or would like to have from your father. There's a healing going on in the heart chakra when it comes to forgiveness for your father. And because this is a two-way street, it's also creating the healing for your father to forgive you. So there's the space for this healing to go both ways. And as this forgiveness vibration moves through the relationship space with the dad, there's like a I'm trying to think of the right word to use. There's like a friendship space that's emerging. There's a lot of anger coming out, anger about not wanting to forgive. And also, I think some anger that is the problem in the relationship, and that's the energy that you're having a hard time forgiving. the dads are getting a great healing. And as I was just saying a few moments ago, how the healing could go both ways. It's not just a healing for you. They're getting a wonderful release. And I see them clearing some karma and energy out of their emotional bodies. One of the places where the energy is the toughest in this particular healing is in the head. So I'm going to be working on the head next. So if you feel a little tingling, that's the healing. And for some of you, the energy in the head is the things that your dad wanted you to know or to be informed of. There's a lot of there's a lot of protection energy, and there's a lot of I guess like the energy of trying to ensure that you get the communication, that you listen, that you hear it. There's a lot of pain coming out from physical abuse. And I got to tell you that forgiveness just works wonders on just running it through that energy, just brought everything up to gold. There's even a little bit of resentment coming out from those of you that have lost your fathers early in life. I see emotions coming out from that. The main thing that I see with the dads from their perspective is that they didn't do enough in general. Of course, some of you may have fathers that didn't do much, and that's just the way they were wired. But I do see that in general, that's a big regret that the dads have. We're going to run some forgiveness through that. Okay, that looks good. That's a really nice full gold space with both you and your dad in there. As I said, whether your dad is living in a body or not, you and he both got the healing. And I'm going to fill you and your dad in. Okay. And the next one is we're going to run forgiveness through your relationship space with your mom. So now we're switching gears and going to mom. Well, the energy that's coming out first is like one long stream of instructions, like from the moms that's coming out. You know, I see the same energy of feeling like the moms aren't doing enough, and very similar to the energy that the dads had. In the case of the moms, the energy is so frenetic, and it has to do with trying to do everything. And many of you do almost almost everything. And that's what I see. So there's a lot of uh, movement and commotion and verbiage in the relationship with the mother. So I'm just grounding that, and we're running forgiveness through it. There's a lot of unconscious energy coming out. It's white. And it just sits on top of the pain that is in that emotional body. Okay, this is kind of funny. The energy, the forgiveness is cleaning out like a like martyrdom, where the mothers would claim sacrifice, or that they're doing something for everyone for the benefit of others. That's coming out. You know, I have to tell you, it's so intense working on this, because all of your mothers are lit up in your space, and they're all, the energy of the moms is they don't want anything bad being said about them. And I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm just trying to give you communication about them. But the energy I can feel is very strong. Don't say anything bad about me. Now, this is kind of, um, the moms are getting a healing too, but it's interesting because the moms are very hesitant to get the healing. When I was doing the healing for the dads, they were very responsive and immediately started releasing energy. With the moms, not so much. So I'm working on that. Yeah, the programming for women to have to be doing something at all times is so strong. It's incredible. And because that's the energy that I'm looking at is just go, go, go. Got to get this done. Do, do, do. There's just really intense expectation and demand energy. And to be honest, that expectation and demand energy can come from you. And so that's going to be addressed in the healing. In other words, some of that attention and demand and expectation energy on your mom's actually comes from you. And that's where her forgiving you would be in order. There's an awful lot of energy from the moms trying to direct you into something specific. Let's say a career, a husband. Like there's a lot of energy, like, this is what you need to do. This is how I see you doing it. This is what you should do. So there's a lot of that energy, and the forgiveness is working on that. A lot of the healing right now is shifting the forgiveness vibration to help create space and independence from the mom. Oh, that's nice. That's a good release. So the energy for this space is coming up to an orange gold. Right. Okay. I'm going to fill you and your mom in with gold. Okay. Next space is we're going to run forgiveness in your crown chakra and give you a healing on forgiveness. So the first thing coming out is your resistance to forgiving yourself. There's almost like an argument that I hear of you trying to give reasons why you shouldn't forgive yourself. This is very destructive programming, and I see it, and I'm going to take it out. There, that broke that up. That's starting to come out now. It's brown. It's coming out. And what I see in all of this is that forgiveness was a lot easier when you were younger. And so we're going to go back to that youthful vibration of forgiveness and remind you of it, because that's what I see is it was really easy to forgive and allow yourself to be forgiven as a child. I'm watching that forgiveness go down your back channels and start to bleed into each of your chakras. Boy, you're so hard on yourself. There's so much personal expectation on yourself. And let's see if the forgiveness can clear some of that out. Oh, good. Okay, now there's a really big release going on, and it's thick, heavy energy. And this is you allowing yourself to forgive yourself. So a lot of this energy that you've been holding against yourself is coming out, and it's very thick and kind of mud-like. Also running forgiveness on your timeline too, all the way back to your birth. Okay. I'm going to wrap this healing up with a supreme being blessing for your forgiveness. I'm watching a lot of red energy come off your crown chakras as a supreme being gives you this healing. There's some really heavy energies coming out. There's despondency coming out, loneliness. So good healing. I'm saying it's good because these vibrations are coming out. There's an energy, this is kind of what I was waiting for, of an energy that you have now where you're like letting yourself off the hook. It's like, ah, and I see the energy of that happening now as a result of the Supreme Being forgiveness healing. And there's such a freedom in relieving yourself of holding something against someone else or against yourself. There's such a freedom in that. Good. Supreme Being saying hello to your creative energy, because that's what gets kicked into gear as you release all this energy that you've been holding against yourself. Your creative energy can run again. The ending of that healing was where Supreme Being, I'm trying to think of the right word to tell you, brought in, oh, like the energy of being satisfied with yourself, where you're not in judgment of yourself in any way. So it was like satisfaction was the final energy brought in. So I'm going to go ahead and fill you in with gold. And the energy, your energy changed to a little bit more playful now that you've forgiven yourself and you've worked through some forgiveness for your parents. So I was starting to see some playful energy come in. All right. I'm going to close out now. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this forgiveness healing tonight be complete. Amen. Okay. Good job. We have a 20-minute meditation coming up next Monday night. Oh my gosh, I thought I had this remembered. Let me just pull up the calendar here. Okay. Sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, it's Monday night and it's on Radiance. So that's coming up. And then we have two things next week. Then on Friday, we have a Female Fridays meditation on peace. So that's coming up. And then our women's intuition class this month is on miracle energy. I like to do that every December. So we're going to explore miracle energy, use it, and get a healing on it. So I'm really happy about that. And then we have a Liberty healing in the sanctuary on Monday the 20th, and a compassion healing on Wednesday the 29th. So we have lots of stuff going on. Let's see, this is going to be December. And my special this month is a Christ Force healing, which is like a healing at the vibration of light. And I bring the spirit of Christ into the healing, and then that spirit works with you and does most of the healing. And it's a wonderful healing. And I've really been enjoying them. The vibration is really high. So if you're interested in that, you can email me and we'll set that up for you. So I look forward to seeing you next Monday night for our 20-minute meditation. And I got my eyes on you. I look forward to seeing you. Have a great night. And thank you for joining me tonight. All right. Bye-bye.